Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and this is the second portion or the card portion of the video for pettiness and for passive-aggressive behavior. Um, if you saw the first portion, you saw me starting to do the cards and me being told that I had enough um, whatever. I guess I heard the message wrong, or the computer had other thoughts, or whatever, but it was whatever. So, we will begin again here. The first card that was done in that video was um, the Nurturing Lodge of the Bowls, which is the Queen of Cups in the regular deck. And I'm just going to share this with you so that you can see it. And beloveds, I want you to notice you don't see pettiness in this. You see family. You see nurturing. You see getting along. You see a oneness. You see a unity. And that is what um, this video is. Nurturing Lodge of the Bowls. Let's see. And beloved, as I sit here and look at this, I am really looking at community. You know, I'm looking at mothers, I'm looking at families, I'm looking at grandmothers. I'm looking at them all bringing something to the table to provide, you know. Even if there's not food, someone brought flowers, you know, just okay. Let me get to it. Exemplar of the Bowls. Nurturing Lodge of the Bowls, I'm sorry. Nurturing Lodge of the Bowls, 216. 21 and 6, that's 9. Another 9. Okay, 216. Okay. Here we go. Nurturing Lodge of the Bowls, the fruits of devotion. Wow. Many things I have been in the world, many roles I have played. Now I rest in the very place where you need me. I know the worldly ways. I have struggled with love and come through smiling. I can tell how each one I have loved has brought me into deeper understanding of you. I see that all of my time has become an ongoing act of devotion to you through all whom I serve. I see that this devotion brings blessings in many forms to my people. Thank you, grandmother, grandfather, for the wisdom of your lives you have shared. Lesson: enter the lodge of spiritual family and celebrate your lives together. Together. So, beloveds, when I say I'm getting ready to start this circle, understand that I will be the one anchoring this circle. Other people can use this book and do the same thing that I'm doing. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't copy that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying me, am going to be offering this. And the if you want the advice and the wisdom from my guides, my particular guides, then you want the personal course that I'm getting ready to establish. It will be customized. It will be designed by my wisdom keepers, by my ancestors, by my guides and my guardians. So no one else can give you what I'm getting ready to put together. So in saying that again, it's not about competition or bragging or anything else. It's saying, just how some people can cook a meal just the way you want it and you like their particular seasonings and their particular way. Well, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm ready to put something on the table my way. So if you want it served to you from me, you got to come sit at my table. Okay, I don't care who copies this or who goes and say, you know what, let's do this. Go for it, knock yourself out. But like I said, again, this is going to be family. This is going to be home. This is going to be connections. This is going to be something very, very real. Um, and I'm hoping that it will start community in a way that will be nourishing to all. Let me move forward with it, beloved. I can tell how each one I have loved has brought me into deeper understanding of you. I see that all my time has become an ongoing act of devotion to you through all whom I serve. I see that this devotion brings blessing in many forms to my people. Thank you, grandmother, grandfather, for the wisdom of your lives you have shared. And this is the lesson of this card. Enter the lodge of spiritual family and celebrate your lives together. This is the place and time to utilize your stores of nourishment for self and others. Embrace, be in peace, reflect, enjoy. If you cannot fully do this in your life now, there is a lesson here. You have given away too much, saving nothing for the present. You have extended your hands to others so far that you have lost your balance. Go prepare a nurturing space. Renew yourself. Get what you need to fill your space and feel good about sharing once again with others. Your life is designed to bring you into constant relationship. Each relationship is a chance to act as if you are serving the divine being by serving that part of God that lights each human and creature presence. As you serve God, further Godness is revealed through each one you serve. Your home becomes your temple, where gods and goddesses are welcomed, and you are able to serve as priest, priestess, host, hostess. All is to be passed on in the gracious ways you have learned. All is meant to be received in thanksgiving and returned in the end to the earth itself. This way brings constant nourishment to all who live. And again, beloveds, that was this card. Queen of Cups, Nurturing of the Bowls. The next card is the Dancer. And I love these women dancing on top of the world. I just love it. I just love it. And you see the pipe, peace pipe, and you see the bowls. And this is a major arcana card. This is the world card in the regular tarot deck. So let's see what it has to say, beloved. Let's see here. The Dancer. The Dancer is the last card in the deck. 21, number 21, being a channel of the divine. It's on page 129, which is a 12, which is a 3. 129. Here we go. Number of meaning, 21, attainment. Traditional name, the world. Medicine woman energy, dancer in the winds of time. Affirmation. The present is my point of power. All light, all love, all energy pass through me now, creating ongoing beauty, balance, and awakening on the path toward infinite bliss. From death, the pause of perfect peace. I am born to dance on top of the world. The card speaks. I am cosmic consciousness, an awareness in the now of the many forces at work on every plane of existence in and beyond this world. In a sense, I am what has been referred to as the New Age, when all is in balance and everyone lives in peace and harmony, recognizing their oneness with each other. I am the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. I am a sign that all have learned to work with nature, using the laws of nature to the benefit of all. The streams and rivers flow, turning the water wheels. The wind gives its power to the windmills. The sun warms homes and gives light. Each element and being is recognized for its worth and utilized in beneficial ways according to the Creator's plan. You are now a co-creator, taking part in the planetary transformation now taking place. Self and world are one being, and self and world are one being. That is where we have to focus. That in healing the self, we have to heal the world. We cannot heal the self without healing the world. We need to understand that there's a connection there. This is what the indigenous always knew. The connection, the link between the land, the water, the air, the trees, the flora, the fauna, and the human being itself. The physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, all of that. All of it is interwoven, beloveds. And in order to be the healing, we have to understand that particular point, that the world and us are one. And that means you can't be petty. Because when you're being petty to yourself and you're being petty to the earth. And what you put out there is going to come back to you. So ultimately, who are you cheating? You're cheating yourself. Who are you gaming? Who are you playing against? Yourself. Who are you defeating? Who in your war? Who are you at war with? You may think it's another being. That being is a reflection of what you're fighting in yourself. Okay. I am cosmic consciousness. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm just okay. You are now a co-creator taking part in the planetary transformation now taking place. Self and world are one being, breathing one life. You are the dancer holding wands of male and female life force in perfect balance. The polarities within the self have been recognized and brought into a conscious, creative, working relationship. There is synthesis, crystallization, perfection, stability, all within the greater flow. You move consciously with the cosmos, understanding your place in time. I dance freely and with power, for I have faced the death of all that flows through me. In other words, I have transcended possession and desire for results. Did you hear that? I have transcended possession and desire for results. My actions are based on the fullness of the moment rather than on sacrifice for the future. I understand that now is all futures. That's the multiverse that I have been talking about. That is the being present in the now moment makes you present in the multiverse. It is a beginning. It is a place to begin to understand just how great you are, how vast you are, and how unlimited you truly are. And as you begin to accept this new understanding of yourself, of able, being a multidimensional being, and understanding what it truly means, past, present, future, and that it is formed from you co-creating in this now moment. Okay. I dance freely and with power, for I have faced the death of all that flows through me. In other words, I have transcended possession and desire for results. My actions are based on the fullness of the moment rather than on sacrifice for the future. I understand that now is all futures. I therefore live in death. It is death as a state of constant peace and surrender to what is. I gotta let that soak in because that is why I want to go through this book, beloveds. That is why I want to go through it with family, because it is a journey worth taking. It is a journey worth embarking on. No matter how advanced you think you are, or you're just waking up, or whatever, this is where you want to be. Okay. As you approach the understanding of this within yourself, the world is yours. In earth, I am through you. Self-questioning, moment to moment. I need only ask, am I in harmony with the good of all portions of myself? When you're being petty, you are not good with yourself, okay? You're not good with yourself when you're being petty. That means you're choosing to stoop to someone else's level. You're choosing to lower your vibration. And once you get in that observation seat, sitting in that seat, that throne, with the lesser light and the greater light, you begin a whole rhythm of a trinity that is very deep, and you began to pull knowledge and vibrate in such a way that you are realizing it's not these consciousness that's making the decision. It's you. You sitting on that throne. You sitting in that seat. And you listen to both sides, but you make the choice. You are the ultimate mind, spirit, body, consciousness that registers, that is law, so to speak. Am I in harmony with the good of all portions of myself, and to breathe in peace and exhale love? Ask yourself this question 10 times today. Exercise. Go to a high place and dance with these thoughts in mind. Meditation. Take your state of peaceful mind into your everyday life and rejoice. Visualization. Lift off from the world in your mind's eye and look down. See this small glowing blue planet. See where the trouble spots are and breathe them light. Astrological sign of this card is Saturn. Food colors. The world is yours from which to choose. I will be happy forever. Nothing will hinder me. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty around me. My words will be beautiful. And that is from the Navajo Blessing Way. Being a channel to the divine. The four powers of creation are now freely flowing through you. You fully realize the purpose of each, and now it is for you but to allow them to fulfill that purpose through your own personal life. You know that each action you take, no matter how small, affects the entire world. At the same time, you know that only the choice you ever need to make is to go with that inner flow of harmony you have now learned to sense. And if you have not learned to sense that, this journey will get you there. It will heighten that sense for you. It will teach you how to use that sense. So, beloveds, even if you don't want to join me on this journey, get this book for yourself. Get the deck for yourself. Do it for yourself. Explore it for yourself. It's for you. And once you're working on you, you're working on the entire world. If you change something inside yourself, you're changing a vibration outside of you as well. It has a ripple effect. Okay, let me keep going. You have the power of all directions at your command. You have taken ideas from inspiration, which is the east, through planning, which is the south, through maturity, which is the west, and through the destruction of your creation into death, which is the north. Letting them go and opening to the resurrection of energy as a fresh new idea emerges again from the east. We got 4 cards. 3 of them are major arcana. This is very deep. This is very deep, especially as the cards are east west. So I'll have to look at that on my own. But that just came to me, and that's deep. That each of these cards will have a position. A dancer must let go of one step in order to move on to the next. A musician must release one note to find the next. Rhythm and harmony require constant shifts and balances. This ability to receive, integrate, and let go is what the tarot has been teaching you throughout the major arcana, the great mystery. Now you have but to dance your dance of life. You may stumble, fall, and pick yourself up to start again, but you cannot truly err if you trust in your basic being. You are universally connected. There is no way that you can be lost forever. No matter how far you might veer from your perfect path, the events of life will bring you back over and over and over again until you reach that center point of power within yourself, until you reach ultimate confidence in your own thought, word, and deed. The strands of life continually pull you from all directions until you take full command of the reins of power within your being. Then you are not like a puppet on a string, but rather a dancer pulling the strings gracefully as she sways with the winds of time. And I just want to show you the ascension and the labyrinth and the co-creation processes. And I love this. I believe it's I can't think of the word right now, but meditate on what this geometric shape um, means metaphysically, beloveds, because this is very powerful. This image in itself is very powerful. It speaks of an ascension process. Um, and it tells you basically what to create for yourself and how to create it. Okay. Um, dance yourself up out of your constriction. Wow. Wow. Here's your way to dance yourself out of your constriction. One nation under a groove. The next card is the Strength card. It is number 8, but in this deck it is called Healing. It is called Healing in this deck. Very beautiful card. Very beautiful card. Healing. Number 8, which is the Mama's number. Strength has been coming up a lot lately, beloveds. Um, and it's because that's what we're going through. And that's on 68, which is a 14, which is a 5. Okay. Healing. Number and meaning 8. Harmony, balance. Traditional name, strength. Medicine woman, energy, healing power. Affirmation. All of my desires have aligned with my highest ideas. Thus my presence heals. I look forward with confidence to the eternal splendor of my love-filled life. The card speaks. Strength is the quality present in me when my mind and heart are working in the same direction. I have learned how to place my desires like a chain of roses, one intertwined with another in a mutually compatible arrangement. I have rejected those desires that interfere with my main purpose in life. I have seen how my talents and abilities, my deep felt longings and soul needs can all work together for my highest good. I have learned to use my creative imagination, trying out different arrangements until I see how I can transform what appears to be an obstacle into a benefactor. I have tamed the beast. What were once threatening forces I now control through the power of my thought, not by creating walls, but by making of the enemy a friend. Do I gain dominion? And that came up in a ancestral visitation that I had. That there are no enemies. That we make enemies in our minds um, and in our hearts, and that is part of the petty and the passive aggressive process. Is to make an enemy um, out of someone, and to the more you're petty with that person, the more you interact in that exchange, the less you focus on your true self, the farther you get away from that, and the more karma you heap up on your head. So it's really in your best interest not to be petty and not to engage in passive aggressive behaviors. Learn to communicate. If something is going on with another person, even if that person is on a low vibrating end, speak your truth in a manner that addresses everything that you have to say, but does not strip that person of their own spirit will, and won't deplete them of who they truly are. So you're not adding to their trauma. You're not adding to the thoughts in their heads that this is what life is. This is how it's going to always be for me. I am alone in this. This person is treating me like this. That person, everybody in my life has always treated me this way. That's for that person to go within. You can't do it for them, but neither should you add to them. Be good with yourself and let that be good. I'm good. Keep it moving. I'm good. Keep it moving. We have been seduced. There's no other way to say it. We have been seduced um, into thinking, into believing that we are less than, that we have to compete. We have to compete based upon the shapes of our bodies, whether we're male or female, the color of our skin, the texture of our hair, if we got hair, if we don't have hair, just everything. Everything is about competing and competition. And when you take that away, there's no reason to be petty. There's no reason to be passive aggressive. When you're not competing with someone, when you don't have to compete, or when somebody is not triggering you on something that you feel is an issue, one of your issues, one of your core issues, one of your inner child's core issues, one of your inner bitch's core issues, whatever. Learn to master yourself. You hold, just like that card say, you hold the reins. When you allow another to goad you into petty behavior, they've won. You've lost the self-mastery over yourself. They just took over. And you just became their puppet because you doing a dance. You doing I'm pissed off dance. I'm pissed off. You doing a trigger. I'm triggered. The trigger dance. And so, beloveds, it's all about this meditation. It's all about knowledge of self. It's all about understanding and understanding what causes you to act and react. It's all about your feelings. It's all about your thoughts. They matter deeply, deeply. And they are influenced by others. Starting off going to school, we care what other people think. We care what the other little kids think. We care what the teacher thinks. We care. And when we make fun of, we're made fun of, or whatever, we're bullied, it destroys some things in us. It destroys our confidence. It destroys and attacks the self-love, the self-knowledge, the self-knowing. And we begin to see ourselves and know ourselves in a different way, in a way that is less than. And it just takes us being mindful that this is what is taking place, that this person isn't awake yet, and this is all they know. And I know better, so I don't have to participate in that. I can just choose to be. I don't like choosing to be silent because some people don't know, you know? Some people just don't know. And with those ones, I feel that you have to be the one to teach them. You have to be the one to show them. If they've never known, kindness. If they look upon kindness as being a weakness, something that you're a punk, that you can be taken advantage of because you're kind. And life has taught you, don't show people that you're kind because they'll take it. They'll use you and take advantage of you and blah, 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 blah. That is the third dimension. And if you want to keep living there, keep doing the stuff that creates that world. If you want to move away from that lifestyle, if you want to move away from not having peace of mind, if you want to move forward in your evolution, then you've got to let go of those things that hold you in that 3D. And those things are your thoughts, beloveds. It's not another person. Another person can't keep you in the 3D. Okay, another person cannot propel you out of the 3D. That is your choice. That is your choice. And the more we grasp that, the more we repeat that to ourselves. This is my choice. Nobody can make this choice but me. I don't have to be petty. I don't have to be passive aggressive. I don't have to even look at you like that. I don't have to look at you and say you're being petty. I can look at you and say, you know what? You're still asleep. That's a lot nicer. And it doesn't give birth or water or sprinkle the desire to be petty or to retaliate or to hold grudges. Like I said, that whole little thing with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, sisters, daughters, you're better than that. You're better than that. No matter where you come from, shine, shine, and be kind to each other. Don't let the industry set you at each other's throats. You're promoting a crab mentality. We're trying to rise up out of that. Don't let yourself be put in that. Don't let yourself be put in that. You're better than that. You rose up out of something with your strength, with your determination, with your will, regardless of the haters, regardless of their opinions of how you did it, what you had to do to get there. You did it. Know yourself as being a strong woman. Know that there are other little girls going around trying to be you. Give them something to be. Be an example by the way you are. Even if you're learning, let them know, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm human. Give me a break. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm on earth. I'm still in this hell realm right now in 3D, trying to climb my way up out of there. Okay? I'm aware and I'm awake and I'm moving. I'm not asleep no more. And get around those people that are going to support your effort to wake up. And not the people who are going to say, nah, I miss you. Come back down here with me. No, you got to get in this drama with me, or this is going on. I need you. I was there for you. You got to be. Nah, I'm not that same person. I love you dearly. And I know I was there for you when we was going through this and that, and you was there with me when I was going through this and that, but my life is over here now. I'm over here. I'm going this way. And you can come with me, but where you going, it ain't headed nowhere, boo. I done been there. I done been that route. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't for me. Ain't nothing there for me. And I'm not going to keep going there looking in the garbage for my treasure. My treasure is not in the freaking garbage. Okay? Somebody else didn't throw it away. I'm not going to find it in there. I've got to go where it is, or I've got to create it. Got to give birth to it. I'm a woman. I'm a superwoman. I can do that. We can change things. We have the power. We have the ability. We just have to be mindful of it. And like I said, beloveds, be gentle with yourself. Because there are so many things in the water, in the air, in the foods that we eat that are here to keep you in a state of confusion. to keep you in a state of anger, even to keep you in a state of fear, so that you don't help bring birth to this fifth dimension. Okay? And you got to realize that. You got to realize it. Got to be aware of it. Okay, let me move forward with this. And again, like I said, this is a strength card, and the strength card usually has a lion on it. This one has a lion, a lioness, and it has a little cub. It also has a bear. It also has a woman with a baby on her shoulder. It has rainbows. It has a dove. It has her heels being on the earth and her toe portion being in the waters. There's also lotuses here. There is a lot here, beloveds, that is just healing. Let me get to it. I have tamed the beast. What were once threatening forces, I now control through the power of my thought, not by creating walls, but by making of the enemy a friend, do I gain dominion. My power is the power of the caring ways. I possess the power of my inner convictions. My sexual life, creative energy, is channeled through the thoughts which I dwell upon, toward the upliftment of others in service to the one. I live within you as you work with changing the patterns of your own life. Becoming conscious of your choices, you feel me grow. The energy I have to give you is infinite. Only the mind interferes by its limiting thoughts. As you change them, you open the door to my unbounded love and healing force. Self-questioning. What would happen if I stopped complaining? Make a list of all that you desire, both qualities and things. See how one can lead to another. Arrange them in a hierarchy. Don't expect to do this exercise any faster than you can put together a jigsaw puzzle. Meditation. Imagine yourself ready to take a journey to a garden of paradise, where there awaits the healing woman, strength. Call upon her, visualize her, then listen to her speak to you. Do not judge her words, thinking you are only making them up. Refrain from telling yourself, this can't be true. Listen until there is a feeling of completeness. Analyze what has been said only when you are through. You may question her during the speaking, but be sure to listen to and accept her answers. She is waiting to talk to you, depending for her existence on your willingness to give her form in your mind. You're giving birth to that medicine woman in your mind so that she can bring about the healing that you need, past, present, and future. Visualization. Picture someone you love. For 20 minutes, send that person loving thoughts in any way you can. If this person has asked for healing, see them healed. Later, don't ask them if they felt it. Simply observe any changes in them over the next few days. Astrological sign of this card is Leo. Foods are nature's healers. Many books have been written on healing diets. Sometimes these diets and theories seem to conflict with each other. Causing confusion in the one struggling to find the right way of eating. All naturally healing diets, however, emphasize the importance of fresh, whole foods, locally grown, organic foods should make up the main part of your health-producing daily diet. When wondering about specific substances, is this food, herb, drink right for me in this particular moment? Try the muscle test. It's been a long time. To begin the muscle test, Make an agreement with your body, mind, that if a substance is good for you, you will be stronger. Place one arm out to the side level with your shoulder. Have a friend push down after telling you to resist. You will notice your strength or weakness. Then place the substance in question in your other hand over the solar plexus or in your mouth and repeat the test. Are you stronger or weaker? If weaker, try tasting something wholesome. This will differ from person to person until you get a stronger response, just to prove to yourself that it wasn't tiredness that made you weaker. A more thorough explanation of muscle testing can be found in Your Body Doesn't Lie by John Diamond, MD. Your Body Doesn't Lie, John Diamond. And beloveds, that test is just like going to the store and picking up a tomato. We'll say tomato. Some people can just tell that this tomato is good and ripe, and same thing. I'll give you an example of peaches. Me and my girl Laura went to lunch the other day, and we were talking about peaches, and from being a peaches was my nickname. I have loved peaches, whew, forever, and I'm gonna tell you, going to Georgia and being able to just get peaches by the road from the peach trees and just peaches, peaches, peaches. Oh my God. But if you truly like peaches, you know how hard it is to find a really good juicy one. I mean the juicy one that you have to go like this and you have to stand over the sink and eat because it's just gonna be juice everywhere. Just sticky sweet peach nectar juice all over the place. And you know how excited you are when you get that good peach, but how disappointed you are when you get that peach that's mushy or hard or, it ain't it. And you're disappointed because it was a peach, but it didn't taste like the peaches that you wanted it, how you wanted it to be. What your, memory and desire and heart says a peach should taste like. And so you go looking for these peaches, and a lot of times you bite and eat and go through a lot of peaches that aren't that one. And so, beloveds, that's the same thing with that test. Sometimes, your muscles, we gonna get the wrong peaches. Until the more you practice getting the right peaches, the better you'll get at it. So do what you gotta do. Colors: wear green for healing and balance, blue for calming and anesthetizing, yellow for cheer. Visualize orange flowing through the body for healing of skin. Try red when feeling depressed or weak. Wear a particular color for 3 to 7 days, and you will clearly see how it affects you both emotionally and physically. Healing strength. If you get 8 healing in a reading, it is probably telling you that you must be a healing force in the situation. You may have to work behind the scenes, but it is your consciousness that has the superior power to create a beneficial outcome. You must keep your mind in the light. Make sure you are envisioning potential success, whether it be health, wealth, or conflict resolution. Your inner force is strong, and you can see through whatever trouble might be happening. In fact, it may be so strong right now that you don't even see any trouble. All the better. Your state of high consciousness will automatically be resolving difficulties all around you without your even working at it. This is the strength of your bright inner vision. Let it continue to fill you with thoughts of love and beauty, and these vibrations will radiate from you quite naturally. It is this card of strength and healing that is best expressed in the blessing way prayer below. I will be happy forever. Nothing will hinder me. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty around me. My words will be beautiful. This is a prayer of the Navajo people. Visualize and inwardly feel the beauty of life surrounding you as you say it. The more you radiate healing, the stronger your healing force will become. Walk in beauty. Okay. And the last card for this deck is the Warrior card, which is number 7, the Chariot card. Okay, let's see what the Chariot has to say. Warrior, the Valley, page 65, which is an 11. Let me show you the card. There we go. Okay, let's read it. Number and meaning. 7 is rest and success. Traditional name for this card is the chariot card in the regular deck. Victorious medicine woman energy, victorious warrior. Affirmation. I am a point of power for the divine plan, which works unfailingly through me. Having set my will to follow the highest within, I am strengthened to express the victorious life. The card speaks. I am the warrior coming home. Whether you see me on horseback or chariot, I know that I am transported by my power to will. I have taken charge of my life and its direction. Your vehicle for movement is symbolic of your mental discipline. It is the personality through which you carry out the great plan of Creator within. Having experienced the energy of cards 1 through 6, you now hold the reins of your life in your own hands. You will have the feeling of being in the driver's seat or at the wheel. Like me, you have been a disciple of the voice within, following your own guidance on how to build a structure that is your city of light. The great discipline that this has required brings you the expertise that enables you to be at ease. You may rest upon this success. The wheels turn now by themselves. You have set in motion the forces that will forever be your foundation. Many battles have been won. It is time now to appreciate how far you have come. Feel the security you have created within. Fly, fly, take flight, baby. Fly with this confidence. You are soaring now. But know that the path will continue to unfold before you. Be ready to take up your shield of power and guard against self-doubt when the next challenge arises. Take full time in this moment to feel the achievement that is presently yours. It will be your foundation. Know it well. So this is telling you how to build, beloved. This chariot is telling, these cards are the building blocks. They just are. Self-questioning. How many powers have you given over to others? Can you grow your own food? Can you teach your own children? Can you make your own clothes? Can you walk 5 miles? Can you feel comfortable alone? Can you go a day without a cigarette, a cup of coffee, food, your car, clothes, makeup, money, exercise? Take over a function that you have given over to others. Meditation. Dwell on your accomplishments, no matter how far you have to go to find them. Do not allow the mind to interfere by reminding you of any failures. Visualization. Visualize a vehicle, chariot, horse, boat, or whatever you would like to ride on, taking you to a I'm sorry. Taking you to your next experience of success. Just I'm grounding and focusing, beloveds. I'm sorry. Mind chatter. Um, it's getting distracting because woo, some of it is just woo. Okay, back to it, Valerie. Back to it. Experience every detail of this next plateau. See your friends congratulating you. Perhaps they will be preparing a banquet. Just follow the path and see. Astrological sign is Cancer. In each person's life, there will come to be certain foods that symbolize success. It may be champagne and caviar, a steak dinner, a complete meal from your own garden, or for some, the ability to eat no meal at all. Whatever would bring you the feeling of success, indulge in it now. Throw off any associated guilt temporarily and allow the fantasy to take you in, at least for a day completely. Notice any changes in the way you perceive yourself and others as you indulge in success. Colors: brilliant orange yellow for the power of mind and being that radiates from you. Wear the clothing of accomplishment. The valley. It is important to remember that success is not a static state. You must enjoy the moment and allow yourself to continue forward, even though, as in a mountain climb, after the peak, there is but to descend. If you can be wise enough to foresee the valley you are approaching from your vantage point at the pinnacle, you will prepare and act accordingly. Compared to the climb, a rest is ahead. Life keeps you moving on. Trust yourself. The Chariot Warrior is only card 7. There are many experiences ahead. You can enjoy them if you don't fight to stay here at this particular peak. A warrior seldom becomes great by fighting one battle. Your skills must be constantly honed. Your retreat is as important as your advance. Take time to regroup, to become re-inspired. Celebrate the victory, make it yours. Take it inside yourself, then relax. Tomorrow will start a new period. And that is that card, beloveds, from the Medicine Woman Tarot deck. And what I have done is I went and got another Oracle deck. This is one of my favorites. It's the 2013 Oracle deck, Ancient Keys to the 2012 Awakening. And for those that don't know, that was when 2012 was the Mayan um, age. That's when we went into a lot, say, the Aquarian age and a lot of other different things. But this 2013 deck is by David Carson, author of the Medicine Cards, and Nina Simons, and the art is by Gigi Bori. And these are the cards. They're so tiny. Um, and I'm just going to shuffle them, beloveds. And I got to be very careful with them because they are so tiny and so delicate. So um, I am being very delicate with them. And I'm just going to kind of spread them out and just pull one that calls, that has a heat. Okay, this one. Okay, and let's see. This is page 21. This is the card. Okay, let's see. Page 21. Sacred Precinct. And this is 20 count cards. This is number 3. This 3 is up here. Sacred Precinct, Divine Center. Sacred precinct is a holy place that acts as a lens to enlarge our understanding of the sacred. Sacred precinct is connected with sacred rituals and a spiritual manifestation of great magnitude. Sacred precinct teaches that the earth is a sphere, and no matter where we are at center. The entire universe comes to rest in this tiny spot and is present within it. Sacred precinct is a powerful and universal geometrical form. It has been a paradigm for religious thought throughout the ages. The drawing on this card addresses the need for a beautiful, protected, devotional space, a nurturing place for meditation and reflection. Sacred precinct is a powerful gate to pass through for initiation. Excuse me. It is a universe where spiritual earth and spiritual sky are joined. Each sacred space is unique. Each sacred circle embodies the principles of every other sacred circle. Sacred precinct teaches that the small is related to the totality of life and all our relatives. Ultimately, a sacred part of the totality of life resides within us. And beloveds, we have been getting the message that the small things, we are to pay attention to the smaller things right now, because it's the smaller things that will be teaching the most impressive lessons, especially when it relates to going within. Okay? Each place, sorry. Sacred precinct is the sacred space that welcomes the divine center. Space is the first manifestation. Even when you imagine nothing exists, there is still space. Each place in creation is at the center of great and small. Center is the axis of great power. Sacred precinct keeps the point of union and transformation, the point where all things are related. The entire universe comes to rest in this tiny spot and is present within you and manifests through you. Sacred precinct is related to all other sacred precincts and is not owned by anyone, religion, or sect. When a sacred space is profaned or desecrated, this insult reverberates through the cosmos. So, beloveds, think of all the sacred places that, because of wars, are being attacked and everything. Those acts of violence impact us. It impacts, according to this, it reverberates through the cosmos. The insult of it reverberates through the cosmos. I want you to really focus on that, because that is deep in understanding the reaping of the harvest. Okay? Healing is at the core of sacred precinct. A feature in I'm sorry, let me ground. Okay. Okay. That just got interesting. Okay. Hmm. Healing is at the core of the sacred precinct. A feature in various sacred precincts in ancient communities was a complex of stone sweat houses. Huh. Located in the center of the city, this complex of baths was known as the House of Flowers, dedicated to the eater of filth, the sin eater. Okay, now I know why I was freaking out. All right. The healing goddess, her image was carved over the entrance. Inside, a firebox was heated and water was poured over the top. Steam cascaded through the house. Pregnant women, recent mothers, and the sick went there to be cleansed. Copal was burned as an offering. Rituals were done to facilitate healing. As part of the healing, the patients were coated in medicinal black clay. The patient was sweated. Coming out of the sweat hut was a new birth, a new start on the healing road. Priests and priestesses struck the body with herbs and curing switches. Midwives massaged recent mothers to health and recovery. To be in sacred space is to have a personal power, and it means to be in accord with your totality of being in the immediate moment. It means to be in the right place at the right time and to know it. Sacred precinct is a creation of the order of the universe, out of time and even out of space. Sacred precinct teaches of the measureless delight of the measureless moment. Sacred precinct is a great teacher that shows us the way home. If you have drawn the sacred precinct card, you are being asked to remember that circle of self, your own personal life, and your meaning in it. You are being asked to remember the undying love of the great mysterious power that also resides in your circle. Remember that your larger life contains the whole universe. When you remember this, you will be given your divine center. Sacred Precinct asks you to look at those closest to you with new awareness. Bring sacredness into your personal sphere of influence. Walk under the canopy of creation in health and happiness. You might want to look at your home, domicile, or apartment, even your workplace, and bring spirituality and beauty into it. Put forward good energy to your environment, and it will come back to you magnified. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. Yes, yes, Mama. Put forward good energy to your environment, and it will come back to you magnified. Construct a gorgeous precinct within. Apply this to the structure of your life, your entire life. Bring the unity of the elements and let sunshine, starlight, and moon glow bathe you in an increase of inner harmony. Your inner work will reflect back into your present environment, no matter where you are. Sacred Precinct card graciously says, make yourself at home. Wow. And that is going to do it, beloveds. That is it. And with the Oracle deck, I want to show you this is the little um this is the little reading mat that you get with it, or cloth or whatever that you can do the cards on. But I just think it's so, and those of you that know me know I am it's got 4 jaguars. Okay, it's got the black jaguar, has this jaguar, it has this greenish jaguar, and it has like this bluish snow leopard one. So you got the 4 jaguars at the 4 corners of this. And like I said, it's very beautiful, and it's a very, with me being a jaguar woman, I prefer when I'm doing some really deep searching, I'll say. Um, I like this. So I didn't want to go digging through my storage, which I'm getting ready to get out. I just finished paying it up, and I'm going to have my son come get his stuff, and I'm going to be able to put my stuff back where it, not back, because this is a new apartment for me. So it will be putting it where it belongs in this now moment, which I am looking forward to, I must say. I'm not looking forward to the work because I'm still kind of achy right now, but I am looking forward to the energies. because it's the getting rid of the older energies and bringing in the newer energies of this apartment, and understanding that for me, um, this is truly a starting point for me again. That's what this is. I've been on standstill. I've been in my own lockdown, so to speak, and um, that's no longer the case. The dead has arisen, so to speak. um, and it's now about putting some things in place. And I know everybody's like, Valerie, just be quiet. Quit telling everybody what you're gonna do. Just do it. It's a beautiful thing, and y'all know I can't hold water, so I try. I try, but you know it is what it is, and I'm excited about going forward. I'm excited about um, the things that are getting ready to happen um, on a worldwide scale, on a planetary scale, on a universal scale. Um, I'm just gonna let that do it. 111:45. Okay. Namaste, beloveds. Namaste. I do love you all so much, and as I've been going through my own journey, I hope yours has been less of a roller coaster ride. But if it has been a roller coaster ride, just know that that too will pass, and it will be something for you to reflect back on at another time. You may not see everything the way you need to in this now moment, but there will come a time where um, everything that has happened you will reflect upon, and you will be thankful to in one form or another, because it helped you to grow. It allowed you to become what you need to be. It allows you to keep moving on your journey. So it's a positive thing, um, no matter how it felt in the moment that it was occurring, or after it occurred. It's try to sit back and just, I am myself trying to just relax and allow. 11313, wow. I'm just trying to do that, but it's kind of hard for me because I don't know. I've just been in this headspace, and now I've got to get out of this headspace and you know focus more on serving again. I'll put it that way. Focus on serving again. Um, okay. Okay. That's it, beloved. All right. Love us. Be loved and be blessed. There we go. Come on. This is so crazy. Y'all hear me pushing this thing, okay?